Well, hi, this is Pastor Robert Cook from the Greencastle Presbyterian Church here in Greencastle, Pennsylvania. This is daily Advent season devotional or meditation for December 22nd. I've been walking around town with the dog and everything's all lit up. The Christmas season is just beautiful. People are still shopping. Nice to be in a small town. All that stuff's happening. And I wondered what people are thinking on this Friday evening, 2 days before Christmas Eve, with this flurry of activity, so much to do. We fear we won't get it all done. I got a few things on my list need to be done too. That's only a part of the preparation. It's actually the easiest part. The hardest part is the preparation of the heart. I think of the phrase, "Fear not, Mary," which is King James language, I know. But I lived in Fear Not once. There really is a Fear Not, Pennsylvania. It's in Lower Schuylkill County. It was a lovely place. So I think of Fear Not. But the angel said to Mary, "Fear not, Mary. You have found favor with God." Mary was greatly troubled by this greeting, didn't know what to make of it. And the angel bid her not to be afraid. 9 months later, the angel says the very same thing to the shepherds, "Fear not." And to fear not is to see the world as it is, and all the mud and the blood and the madness and the mess. But to fear not is to remember that God is still at work, that God has something different for this world in mind than this world has, which is an endless cycle of violence and revenge and suffering and pain and death. That God calls us to life. But still, Mary is called to a different and a daunting task. She is to bear a child. She is to be understood, misunderstood in her whole life. And so too are we called to a hard and difficult task. We're called to acknowledge the world just as it is. It's far from God, devoid of peace, full of pain, full of suffering, full of death. We don't shy from this stuff. We don't shy from the news about the Ukraine or Israel, Gaza, the Sudan, or places closer to home where violence and suffering remain. We see it as it is. We hurt with the people of Prague and what was another mass shooting yesterday. But we fear not, because we believe that God is at work, that God uses our hands, our hearts too. God is not limited only to us. Such things as God demands are impossible for us, as it was for Mary. But fear not, because such things are not impossible for God. So on this Friday night, prepare your homes, buy those last-minute gifts, get them wrapped, but stay with this story. Prepare your heart, because God is doing something amazing. Today is the second day of winter officially. And so the leaves are off the trees. The ground is getting harder and more frozen as the days go by. Yet underneath, all that life is preparing for a spring to be. And there never was a winter wasn't followed by a spring. So know that God is at work. God is preparing this world for a new day. That God is using us in this. And we get to see the hand of God. Fear not. Have a wonderful evening. I'll be back tomorrow with the final installment of our Advent series. And thank you for tuning in and watching through this season. I hope it's been helpful. God bless you on this Friday night.